Our top story on KCAL 9 News at noon is a tragedy in Monterey Park. An out-of-control driver hit 3 people near a bus stop, and one of them died. Detectives just gave us an update on what happened on Garfield and Garvey Avenues. KCAL 9's Dave Lopez is live on the scene now with more. Dave?
Monterey Park police have just had a briefing for us. They updated some information. We can tell you that the woman who was killed is in her late 70s. The driver involved is in her late 70s, and the 2 men in critical condition also in their late 70s. Over my shoulder, you're not seeing things. Those are actual shoes, and I'm told that the people who were hit and they were walking on the sidewalk were literally thrown out of their shoes when they were hit. They never saw it coming because they had their backs to the vehicle that hit them, and they were walking past the bus stop. We originally were told they were waiting for the bus, but they were just walking towards Garvey. From the chopper, you can see the area. We are told now that there were 2 vehicles that actually stopped for these 3 pedestrians that were walking across that driveway. The woman who caused all this, according to police, did not want to wait, and she swerved to the right, went up a driveway, and then wound up on the sidewalk, and then plowed into the backs of the 3 people who were walking toward the bus stop. And people heard it. No one actually saw the collision, but they couldn't believe what they were hearing. In his native Chinese, this man said he heard a loud boom, ran out of the market, looked across Garfield, and saw 2 bodies laying in the street near the bus stop. He took a closer look, and when he saw a 3rd body, he turned and ran back inside the market. This man, also speaking in his native Chinese language, said he was stopped at a light at Avondale and Garfield when suddenly a female driver plowed into him from behind. He said that driver then ricocheted off his car and hit another car going through the intersection.
They were not waiting at the bus stop. They were crossing the apron of the driveway.
Sergeant Bob Hung explained that the 3 people were walking on the sidewalk and that 2 cars had stopped to let them cross. He then said the woman who caused the accident swerved around the 2 stopped vehicles, wound up on the sidewalk, and that's when she ran into the 3 people who were walking. 2 of them were seriously injured. The female was killed.
And based off our preliminary investigation, this does not appear to be any fault of the pedestrian that were walking on the sidewalk.
The female driver who caused all this, according to police, is being treated at a local hospital. I asked if she had any kind of seizure or maybe some kind of medical emergency, a heart attack. They said it doesn't appear that way. When I asked, so she just didn't want to stop for the other 2 vehicles, and the answer was, it appears that way. She made a right, wound up on the sidewalk, 3 people walking with their backs to that vehicle were run over. 1 dead.